Hey there, this is General Variety, presenting to you a tutorial on how to play my arrangement of Nara on the piano. If you haven't seen the original video where I actually play the piece, you can click right here, and that will link you to that. If you like the video, come back here and watch the tutorial on how to play it. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to teach you how to play the notes on the right hand, and then after that we're going to learn the notes on the left hand, then we're going to sync them up. So we're working in section. This piece has a lot of repeating parts, so we can refer back to other bits throughout the tutorial. So first of all is this bit. So the notes you want to play on the right hand are C, E, F sharp, A. And that's basically the right hand covered for this first bit of it. You play this bit of the piece through 4 times. It's pretty simple. This is quite a simple piece, so we literally just need to move on to the left hand now, and we've done with that section. So let's move on to the left hand. It's quite simple, it's just playing chords with each note. So the first chord you want to play is basically an A chord. So that's an octave of the 2 A's, and in the middle an E. And you play that one with the C note. So yeah, you got the beginning note just there. The next notes you want to play are is basically an octave of C with a G in the middle. So that's C, G, C. And see how this turns out so far. Okay, now when you go to the F sharp in that hand, you want to play basically a D chord with an A in the middle. So that's a D, A, D. Play it together, and you play that with the F sharp. So altogether it should sound. And then after that you've got to press the A, and with that you'd go with simply F, C, F as a chord, and you play that with the A. So altogether that sounds like this. Remember, when you play this through 4 times. Play that through 4 times, and in between, after the first 2 times you do this, put a B in between it, just to snazz it up a bit. Just to bridge between the repeatedness of it, or whatever. And then the last time you do this in this bit, you might have to do a... So you hold down the B for a couple beats, and then... And once you've done that, keep working on it. Hey, you're done with the first section. Most of this piece is just playing chords with an extra note on the right hand. It does get a bit more complicated when it gets to the... And then the last time you do that. When you get to that bit, things do become a little bit more complicated, but for now we'll just work on the second section of the piece. The second section of the piece goes like this. Okay. First things first, let's take a look at the notes on the right hand. Okay, so let me run you through what those notes are. You've got A, B, C, D, F, E, G, B flat, B flat, E, F, E, C, B, B. So there you go. And there you have the right hand bit of the second section. So let's move on to the left hand. Okay, so here's the left hand. Again, it's just simple chords. So the first note you press is an A, and so therefore the chord that goes with it is basically an F octave with a C in the middle. So that's F, C, F, and you play that with the A, and then you go to the B, and you just need to shift your fingers up one note. But the notes there you have are G, D, G, and you play that with the B on the right hand. Then you go to the you move your hand, then you move your hands up one more place, and you play that with the C. And basically those notes are F, E, A. Then you move your hand up another note. Doesn't sound very good, but that's the way it goes. It's B, F, B, and you play that with a D on the right hand. Okay, then you get to this next part. You play. This gets a little bit tricky because you're not playing just a note with the chord, but it's still relatively simple. You play a C, D, C chord with that one, with this your left hand, and you play that. It's the same one as you played earlier, actually. You play that when you play the F, and you hold it down until you press the G, where you press it down again. Okay, so all together. And when you get back to this bit where it goes, you do the F chord that we learned earlier, which is the F, C, F. So next up we have the bit that goes, and all the notes, it's again, it goes back to being simple again. And the chords are D, A, D, C, G, C, A, E, A, G, D, G. So when you get to that chord, you play. So you keep the held down while you press the two notes in that hand. There you have it. You've done the second section of the piece. Now it's time to move on to the third section. Okay, so this is the part of the piece that gets a little bit more complicated. In fact, it's probably the most complicated part of the piece. It just involves you doing numerous chords at the same time as playing different things with the right hand. I'm going to teach you the right hand chords first, the left hand chords first, because you just repeat those throughout this section. So those chords you want to play. Now the notes of those chords are basically just an octave of A, and then you want to play A and E, and then you want to play just the C octave, C, C, and then G and D, and you play it together. Prepare yourself, that's all you're going to be doing for this section. So the right hand is relatively simple, but coupled with the left hand makes the section a little bit more difficult than the other bits of the piece, but it's relatively easy. So this is what it will look. As you've probably seen, it's a bit repetitive in this hand, but that's just the nature of the piece. So this is how what the notes you play. Okay, so and repeat that twice, and then you've done that little bit. So the notes you're playing are A, B, A, B, B, C, B, A, G, and you just play it in that nature. Okay, so after you've done the bit which goes after you've played that little bit twice, then you go on to playing the same notes but coupled with their octave partners. So these are the notes you were just playing, you play them with the octave above note. And the timing is exactly the same. And you play that through twice. And after that you move up one more octave, so before you were down here, you're now up here. And you do the exact same notes and the exact same syncopation, it's all the same. So basically, once you've mastered the bit which goes it shouldn't be too difficult for you to sync that in with the other parts in the right hand. But again, the left hand stays the same throughout. And there you go, you've done the third section of the piece. Now there is one more section, and then after that we'll run through what order you play those. Because each section of the piece is repeated at least twice, then we'll run through that in just a second. So here's the fourth section of the piece. And then you go down to the section, but we'll deal with that in a minute. First we'll teach you this part of the piece, which is, as we'll refer to it as the fourth section. So the notes are relatively easy. Okay, so the notes you're playing are really only these three notes. So that's C, E, F sharp. C, E, C, F sharp, C, E, C, F sharp, E, C, and you play that through twice each time. And that's the notes you need to know on that side. The left hand at this part is very simple and like all the other parts of the piece. When you play the C, you're playing the chord A, E, A. When you play the E on the right hand, you play C, A, C. And when you play the F note, the F sharp note, you play D, A, D. When you get to this point, okay, so that's all very simple. You're just playing these notes with the allocated chord. Okay, so when you get to the bit where you go, you hold this down. When you go to the E, you take it off, and then you move back down to the A chord with the C. If you want to be a little bit more elaborate, then you do this. So with this hand, you play the note F as usual, but you hold down this note, and then after you've held down the note for a little bit, you hit the D note again, and that's before you hit the E on the right hand, and you just go through it again. So hopefully that makes sense to you, and that's all 4 sections of the piece completed. Congratulations.